Right now, Madison's mayor gives her thoughts on Madison's snow cleanup efforts as another winter storm makes its way towards southern Wisconsin.
Also, Vice President Kamala Harris kicks off her abortion rights tour in Wisconsin. What she had to say and the response from Republicans.
And later, as Facebook and Instagram parent company Meta deals with an ongoing lawsuit with the Wisconsin Department of Justice, hear from health experts on the impacts of social media on our children's mental health. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. And thanks for joining us. We begin with the weather, where the good news is it'll be much warmer than last week's Arctic temperatures.
Well, the bad news, we could see more winter weather later on tonight and tomorrow, capable of producing snow and freezing rain. For the latest, let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Yeah, it always seems like it's a trade-off. You know, you warm up the temperatures and then you're close to freezing, and you can see a wintry mix of precipitation as a result. And we do have a first warn weather alert day in the forecast for tonight through tomorrow for light snowfall amounts, generally about 1 to 3 inches, but with temperatures right around freezing, the roads getting slushy, and then you add perhaps up to 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation, especially for areas south of Madison. That could make for some very slippery road conditions. There are winter weather advisories for Dane County and areas to the south and east where we could see that wintry mix of precipitation through about 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Doppler track is quiet across Wisconsin. We've had one system pass to our south. The next one, though, will be coming in from the south, and you can see on 6-hour future track radar, mainly rain across Illinois, but the northern part of it starts to change to freezing rain and maybe a freezing rain snow mix where temperatures are a little bit colder. Low temperatures this morning, 20 degrees. We're not only above normal for the first time in almost 10 days, but it's the first time since last Saturday where the low temperature has been warmer than 1 degree above zero. High temperatures today, lower 30s, back to around freezing. Average high temperature is 27. We're also above normal on that. Current temperatures are right around freezing. Madison at 31, Janesville at 34. Here in Dane County, 31 in Deerfield, 33 degrees in Mount Horeb, and 32 degrees in Wanakee. Look for nearly steady temperatures right around the freezing mark with mostly cloudy skies this evening. Good news is no precipitation this evening. That changes, though, after midnight as that mix of rain and snow starts moving in from the south. I'll time that out for you in just a few minutes.
Well, many of you have voiced your frustrations with the city of Madison's snow cleanup efforts in the last week.
And former Madison Mayor Paul Soglin is among them, also questioning the current mayor's policies on this very topic. Our Catherine Merck joins us live near one of Madison's major roads to share his perspective and the current mayor's response to those claims. Catherine.
Well, Eric and Charlotte, current Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway told me today that the city is prepared for upcoming winter weather. However, if you listen to former Mayor Paul Soglin, he'll be telling you a different story. Take a listen. We've been hearing this from our elected officials in Madison all week.
This storm was not just the very large amount of snow, 20 inches of snow. And it was that snow was immediately followed by a plunge in temperatures.
But a former mayor says otherwise.
This is clearly not unprecedented.
Paul Soglin, who was the mayor of Madison for 22 years, took to Facebook to criticize some of the current mayor's approaches to snow cleanup.
I had to deal with 12-inch storms on top of previous snow and followed by sub-zero weather. That is Wisconsin.
He believes staffing, resources, and the city's response with plowing as the snow was coming down all could have been reasons why the roads stayed difficult to drive on.
Snow management should not be a political issue.
Current Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway refuted many of his claims.
The decisions around snow management in the city of Madison are not made in my office. And so I really rely on city staff who I think, again, are really good at their jobs and to advise me and my folks, and I'm not going to overrule them.
As more winter weather is in the forecast, we're going to continue to hear from our officials that they're doing what they can to keep the streets of Madison safe. The City of Madison Streets Division spokesperson Brian Johnson backed up some of the claims the mayor had over the weekend, saying that this past week's winter storm was one of the worst that the city has had in nearly 45 winters. Reporting live on Madison's west side, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
All right, Catherine, thank you. Some breaking news out of Juneau County, where law enforcement there have identified the body of a man found last week. He is said to be 57-year-old Floyd Burdick of Grand Marsh. Burdick's body found on City Highway M at the Oak Ridge Trail parking area last Thursday. His death, which was originally said to be suspicious, is now being treated as a homicide. Juneau County Sheriff's Office says they have arrested 2 suspects at this time. An investigation into that case is ongoing. In Waukesha County today, Vice President Kamala Harris spoke to Wisconsin voters on this 51st anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision.
Political reporter Will Keneally is there and has more on what we heard from in her speech.
Abortion has been a defining issue in Wisconsin politics and something that certainly the VP and President Biden will want to run on this fall. And we heard her name former President Trump, too, saying that his picks for the U.S. Supreme Court are responsible for overturning Roe v. Wade.
These extremists want to roll back the clock to a time before women were treated as full citizens. Wisconsin to the 1800s.
In Wisconsin, we had an abortion ban dating back to 1849. Now, that was thrown out by a Dane County judge last year. But on the same day as the VP visit, Republican lawmakers in the Capitol heard testimony on a 14-week abortion ban.
It is high time that we stop exploiting the lives of the unborn to leverage political gain.
After the judge struck down that 1849 total abortion ban, a 20-week abortion ban was left in place. Now, Republicans want to put this 14-week abortion ban to a referendum vote this April. That could, though, get vetoed by Governor Evers. Reporting from Waukesha County, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Meanwhile, state GOP leaders are responding, saying the vice president's visit is happening because the Biden administration is losing Wisconsin voters. They also question why they would fight a state proposal by Republicans to ask voters in a binding referendum whether abortion should be banned at 14 weeks of pregnancy.
The United States Supreme Court sent the issue back to the state, for the states to have a judgment. Why wouldn't we go to the people on this? I think that's the question for the Democrats. What are they afraid of? Why are they afraid to put this question in front of the voters of the people of this state?
And Governor Evers has said he would veto any bill that restricts abortion rights. Meanwhile, President Biden will be back in Wisconsin later in the week. He plans to visit Superior on Thursday. The president will discuss how Bidenomics and investing in an American agenda are rebuilding the country's infrastructure and creating good-paying jobs. That's according to a White House statement. This will be the second time in just over a month the president will have visited the Badger State and the 4th since last year.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says he is endorsing State Senator Melissa Agard to be his successor. Last year, Parisi announced he would be resigning his post. Today, he said he has known Agard for a number of years now and that she is the best person suited for his job. There are 2 other candidates who have declared for county executive, Robert Harlow and Madison Alder Regina Vitiver. We've learned today the University of Wisconsin-Madison is being hit with a civil rights complaint over campus programs created for students of color.
A group calling itself the Equal Protection Project filed the complaint with the U.S. Department of Education. Our Kyle Pozorski joins us now with the details. Kyle.
Well, the group founded by Cornell Law Professor William Jacobson claims UW's BIPOC Fellows Program engages in discrimination on the basis of race, color, and national origin. Today, I spoke with Jacobson about the complaint. He says he believes the BIPOC program violates the 14th Amendment and Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 by awarding financial scholarships and mentorship to students based on race and skin color.
Unless you are a quote-unquote student of color, you cannot participate in it. That sort of racial segregation, that sort of racial discrimination is unlawful. And we're asking the Department of Education to so find and to impose the appropriate remedies on the university.
We looked further into the complaint. The group says they believe UW-Madison violated the law by actively participating and promoting the BIPOC program. We reached out to UW-Madison for comment. A representative tells me they are committed to, quote, attracting and serving students from diverse social, economic, and ethnic backgrounds.
Kyle, thank you. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, how you can enjoy some local restaurants at reduced prices this week.
Plus, a growing number of adults under 50 are testing positive for cancer. How medical experts are using artificial intelligence to detect the disease earlier. That's next.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
We've successfully represented people injured in truck accidents for more than 35 years. We know what it takes to get the results you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through the end of January, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store to redeem later just like cash. Start earning now on new resealable deluxe mixed nuts or whole cashews, $17.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. And 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Easy Scoop cat litter, 2 for $14. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this new year for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A new artificial intelligence technology being tested at a U.S. hospital may help to quickly and accurately diagnose cancer. Dr. Anil Parwani with the Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center says the new technology uses algorithms to detect and grade cancer. The algorithms can be trained to detect specific types of disease and not only catch the cancer, but also determine how much cancer is present in the biopsy. This could potentially provide information to help with the prognosis of the disease.
So we are in a very exciting time in diagnostic pathology because we have all these new tools available to us, which can help oncologists, which can help cancer patients like never before.
The doctor says this new technology will continue to be tested in clinical trials and may take up to 3 years to fully implement.
Calling all foodies, Restaurant Week is back. From now through Friday, you'll get to sample some of Madison's local offerings. This year, there are a lot of exciting new additions to the list, starting at just $30. Participating restaurants offer a price-fixed menu with 3 courses. Some restaurants will also offer a lunch menu for just $20. Still ahead, how you can help parents struggling to afford baby supplies this week.
But First Times for Kids looks into the effects social media is having on the mental health of our children, how parents can help limit those negative impacts.
And more winter weather on its way. Gary with a complete forecast when we come back.
Menards has everything to keep your pets happy and healthy. Purina Pro Plan dog food provides your pets outstanding nutrition with exceptional taste. It's made with high-quality protein, including real chicken as the first ingredient. Get a 35-pound bag for $69.48. Elevate your home's living space with Repel laminate flooring from Shaw. It's durable and water-resistant, making it perfect for active households. Pick it up for just $2.89 per square foot.
Save big money at Menards.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
The monsters of destruction are coming, and coming with a vengeance. Redneck Rampage against the Grain, War Wizard, Double Trouble, and the Veteran are ready to put on one heck of a show. Plus, Freestyle Motocross is back. X-Games rider Willie Elam and friends with action you don't want to miss. Day and night shows ready to blow your mind. Every ticket is a pit pass. Come early to meet the drivers. Take a ride in a real monster truck. Don't miss the Monsters of Destruction at the Alliant Energy Center February 3rd and 4th. Get your tickets now at monstersofdestruction.com.
This is the house that angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care, a framework for living well, windows to take in the beautiful future, and is crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living, built with the help of angels.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Wisconsin Department of Justice is in the middle of a multi-state lawsuit against Facebook and Instagram's parent company, Meta. It alleges the social media sites are harming kids' mental health.
In our partnership with SSM Health, on this week's Time for Kids report, our Jalen Banks found out just how impactful social media can be on your kids.
Social media has become so ingrained in young people's lives. So I sat down with one expert on how parents can combat social media addiction for their kids. Social media is an integral part of our society, used for entertainment, news, and connecting with friends.
I would say that I'm definitely on it a lot. I know I used to be a little bit obsessed with it.
I think it's ruined their ability to talk to one another.
It can also be cause for concern. Wisconsin is one of several states suing Meta over those concerns, especially for kids. Attorney General Josh Call claiming Meta knowingly designed and deployed harmful features on Instagram and its other social media platforms that purposefully addict children and teens. So, I sat down with Dr. Jeremy Chapman, a pediatric psychiatrist at Trefford Studios of SSM Health. He tells me there is some validity to the claims.
No doubt in my mind that everything about a phone, including Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, is designed very intentionally to, you could use the word addict the user. Yes, they're designed to be addicting because, of course, why would they want to design it in a way that people aren't going to spend time on it?
His way of combating the negative effect of social media is by educating youth.
We want to teach kids is, A, to recognize those things, B, to be able to step outside of them, take a breather, be intentional and planful about how you use the social media.
Dr. Chapman has developed a program called Psych Child, a resource aimed at giving families in-depth teachings on the major social media platforms.
Let's do an Instagram Psych Child. Okay, so here's the Instagram exploration. Sure. Yes. Okay, so we got this interactive graphic that we made and gives a basic definition of what Instagram is. We have some recommendations for how to talk to kids about Instagram, some conversation starters maybe. We have some curated videos that we've selected, like some basics of how to use Instagram. And then here's a TED Talk about, is social media hurting your mental health? Very related to what we're saying here. For sure. Then we got some relevant links to the Wikipedia page about Instagram, the Instagram's own website, some pros and cons of Instagram.
Ultimately, Chapman says communication is the key between parent and child, something the Kranitz family practices.
It's super important to have an open dialogue, especially now. The world is struggling in lots of places, and especially for my teenager who's going off to college next year and going into the world, having an open dialogue with her is so important.
For more information on this story, you can find it on our website at channel3000.com/timeforkids.
News 3 Now is teaming up with a local nonprofit to make sure all new parents have the resources they need to bring their baby into the world. If you are someone who's in need of help, here's how Babies and Beyond comes in. Located on South Stoughton Road, families can shop for free once a month for maternity and baby clothes, supplies, and equipment. You'll also get a set amount of diapers, wipes, and formula. If you would like to help, we are looking for diaper donations all week long. All you have to do is drop them off at Babies and Beyond. Monetary donations are appreciated as well. The shower runs from now until Friday. Well, a wintry mix of snow and freezing rain is making its way toward us tonight. Here's Gary with the complete forecast.
Yeah, 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We'll see mainly light snow from Madison northward, but south of Madison, there could be some freezing rain mixed in as well. And that's later tonight through the day tomorrow. Then Wednesday and Thursday, we'll see mainly rain with perhaps even some fog forming at night. So we start melting a little snow and adding a little more moisture to the air. But mild weather with above normal temperatures will be with us from today all the way through the end of next week. And much of that time will be dry once we get past Friday. But we do have a first warn weather alert day in the forecast for tonight through tomorrow. And that is for about 1 to 3 inches of light snow with perhaps up to about 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain accumulation, mainly south of Madison. I'll show you that in just a minute. On Doppler track, you can see Wisconsin right now pretty much free of precipitation, but we're watching to the south. That's where we're going to see the precipitation come in. This is midnight tonight. Notice, first of all, temperatures right around or just a little bit below freezing. We see a mixture of snow or some snow and freezing rain as that lifts northward. Again, freezing rain, you have to have temperatures at or below freezing near the ground, but liquid rain falling from the clouds, and that will be the case, especially south of Madison as we head toward 3 a.m. Now we get towards 6 a.m., the atmosphere is a little bit colder aloft, so we see mainly snow north of Madison, but that wintry mix from Madison southward with temperatures, again, right around or just below freezing. Now notice Janesville by 9 a.m. starts to get up above freezing. Might even see a little rain toward the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, but mainly light snow through the afternoon. By 3 p.m., temperatures get up into the middle 30s, so the freezing rain potential is pretty much gone, but we'll still be looking at the possibility for snow because you can still have snow with temperatures above freezing. It's just a slushy, wet snow. And then by 6 p.m., everything heads off to the east and things start to wind down. Winter weather advisories from here southward, so travel to the south into Illinois and Iowa, as well as much of southern Wisconsin. We're going to be dealing with slippery road conditions. Future track snowfall, probably about a 1 to 3 inch band right through southern Wisconsin. Farther to the south to be more of a freezing rain mix. Farther north of Madison, probably lesser in the way of snow amounts, but the freezing rain potential is highest right along and just south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. Some areas could pick up maybe 2/10 of an inch over parts of northern Illinois. Most areas south of Madison could see up to 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulations. Winter weather advisories start at 2 a.m. for Grant County and run till noon tomorrow. East of Grant County, including Madison and areas farther to the east, starts at 2 a.m., lasts until 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Dodge County starts at 6 a.m. through 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Planning your night. Look for the cloudy skies for this evening, but again, that mix of rain and snow and freezing rain starting to spread northward, and by early tomorrow morning, everybody pretty much from Dane County southward will be seeing that. Snowfall amounts 1 to 3 inches right through the central part of our viewing area. Lesser amounts to the south with more freezing rain. To the north, lesser snow amounts. Ice accumulations perhaps up to 1/10 of an inch from Madison southward. Planning your night, Dane County, 30 for the low in Verona, 32 Cross Plains, 32 in Dalyville. Rest of southern Wisconsin, 32 in Watertown, 31 in Fond du Lac, and 31 in Baraboo. For tomorrow, look for light snow mixed with a little freezing rain in the morning before temperatures get above freezing, high at 35. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast, mainly rain showers Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the upper 30s. Could see a little mix of rain and snow Thursday night ending on Friday morning, and then dry and mild weather through next week. Highs by Thursday could be up around 40.
And coming up in sports, keeping that underdog mentality. The praise will start coming Green Bay's way after a magical season. How they plan to stay grounded next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Find inspiration at the Build and Remodel Expo, sponsored by James Hardy. Meet local experts showcasing the latest innovations in home building and remodeling. Visit buildremodelexpo.com for details.
Can you achieve a brighter, whiter, more confident smile in just 5 minutes? Yes, you can, with Power Swab's teeth whitening. Let's meet our participants. They all have one thing in common. They want whiter teeth without the hassle and sensitivity caused by other whitening methods. Watch as they take the Power Swab's 5-minute challenge, transforming their smiles with just a few simple swipes. In just 5 minutes, they've uncovered a brighter, more confident smile, and so can you. With Power Swabs, you don't have to wait weeks or months to see results. It's fast, effective, and perfect for people on the go. Power Swabs deliver dramatic results in just 5 minutes a day. Step 1. Scrub your teeth with the Stain Out Swab to hydrate your enamel and lift stains from not only natural teeth, but also caps, crowns, and veneers. Step 2. Use the Ultra White Swab to gently whiten teeth by 2 shades after the very first use and 6 shades in 7 days with 0 to minimal sensitivity. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to what real people had to say about their experience with Power Swabs.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
Power Swabs actually, I felt, really worked for me. I definitely had a couple of people telling me that there was a difference. My wife, for sure, was letting me know that the coffee stains were slowly coming out of my teeth. It made me happy. You know, it made me want to take pictures showing my teeth.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Are you ready to take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge? Order now and start enjoying a brighter, whiter smile in minutes.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now for a special offer to receive 50% off. Now get ready to look years younger with Power Swabs.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
After a magical season, it's time for Green Bay to pack their bags. It was locker room cleanout day today at Lambeau, and while the team was understandably somber, coming so close to the NFC Championship game, you got to remember this is the same team that had no expectations at the start of the year. So the focus heading into the offseason for the Packers is to keep that underdog mentality and to take nothing for granted.
Definitely disappointed how it ended, especially I thought for the majority of the game, I thought we outplayed them, and also reiterated to them that just because we got to a certain spot doesn't mean that's guaranteed moving forward.
You know, nobody really gave us a chance this year. Everybody gonna be patting us on our back and telling us how good we are. I understand we was the 7th seed this year, and you know that speaks for itself.
After going 1-1 on the week, Wisconsin men's basketball slipped in this week's AP poll to number 13. The Big Ten Best Badgers have a big one tomorrow. It's a border battle in Minnesota, who have stumbled lately after a hot start. Gophers are losers of 3 straight. Meanwhile, Wisconsin has won 12 of their last 14 thanks to an electric offense. Greg Gard calls the offensive explosion a blessing and a curse because he does not want to forget about defense.
Not that we don't emphasize the defensive end, because we do, but I think when you're rolling offensively, you kind of step off the gas or take your foot off the gas a little bit. If they want to go where they say they want to go, and what we've talked about and accomplish, you know, we have to become more complete specifically on that end.
And you can just call him Johnny Fresh, because John Blackwell was named the Big Ten Freshman of the Week for the 3rd time this season. He's the first Badger to do so 3 or more times in a year since Ethan Happ in 2016. The Michigan native averaged 13 points and a trio of rebounds this week.
Great start to his career. Let's get to Gary for a quick final check of the forecast.
Yeah, nothing out there right now, just cloudy skies, but 6-hour future track radar shows a mixture of some light freezing rain, light snow approaching areas south of Janesville just after midnight. Could be looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow overnight into tomorrow, and maybe up to a 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation.
Oh boy. All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.